okay? The next video is going to have something kind of like Telegony, but not really Telegony. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a lady who gave birth to twins. And twins came out with different DNAs. Let's see what happens.
Case reported by authorities in China, a woman has given birth to twins that have different fathers. While the woman was registering the births, she must have had a sneaking suspicion that her infidelity would be exposed, and to perhaps put her mind at ease, she decided to have a paternity test done. The results baffled everyone. This case is what's known as a double pregnancy. What happens is if 2 or more eggs are released during the same cycle, they can be fertilized by sperm from different fathers. As I mentioned, the woman clearly had kept this unfaithfulness to herself for quite some time, right up until the point where her husband was like, "Sweet, we're having twins." Then she's like, "Well, about that." When the twins were born, the father began to ask questions because the newborns just didn't look the same. According to the Chinese newspaper Straight Herald, one of the children had different eyes.
Whoa. I want people to see this. I stopped it so people can see this. This is what it's like. This is why I dropped the video today. They have the same mom. They were born at the same time, these twins. Remember I told you, a woman can hold on to a man's DNA and keep it. The sperm could die off, but the DNA can actually stay inside of a woman's body, and it morphs inside her male microchimerism. So for all you guys out there that are like, Telegony is fake, Telegony is this. Not only did I drop the definition in the video, but I also showed you pictures of other people that had a case of Telegony that got pregnant and 2 DNAs came out. It also, I found out today as well, that if a woman's constantly sleeping around, that's what happens. The guy she sleeps with on Thursday can get her pregnant even after she slept with the other 4 guys throughout the week. Women are host to a man's DNA. A man's body is constantly putting off DNA. This is how come we do not feel dirty. This is why women shower with very hot water. This is why you go inside like the bath shop. They got them hard scrub things. You ever notice women be using those hard scrub things? It's like women try their hardest to get clean, because their body is constantly holding on to bacteria. It's constantly holding on to DNA. The more different men DNA enters her body, the more cuckoo she is going to be, because her body is trying to adapt to each DNA. The more DNA in her body, the fatter she's going to get, the crazier she's going to get. All right, let's get back to the video.
Mouth and nose, and did not resemble the father in any way. Because this is a truly 1 in a million case, the father probably thought he was crazy for thinking that he was the biological father of one but not the other. Apparently the paternity test is a normal thing with the city's legal process and is actually necessary while registering your baby. As a result though, they get to record the craziest of circumstances like what happened here. When the test came back saying that the babies had 2 separate fathers, the woman actually had the audacity of trying to blame her husband for tampering with the test result.
Can you see that? Let's talk about that. You hear what he just said? He said that even when the results came back tampered, the woman blamed her husband for trying to set it up like it was 2 DNAs, like he set up the tampering. She even went that low to victimize herself, to say something's wrong with him. He's the reason why these babies came out. Why I have 2 separate babies is because my husband was tampering with the DNA. Big shout outs for Space for Vlogs, one of the best Red Pill channels on YouTube. Keep up the great work. Thanks, bud. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get back to the video. Remember, she trying to say it's the man's fault each one of her kids are born different.
As if he wanted this to happen. Once it was confirmed that no alteration had happened, the woman did eventually confess that she had cheated on her husband with a one-night stand. According to the local newspapers covering this, the father said, "I obviously still want my own child, but I'm unwilling to raise someone else's," which in this scenario makes sense. Imagine if the doctors accidentally give him the other guy's kid. That would be a disaster. According to doctors, for this to happen, the woman would have had to have sex with both men just a few days apart from each other. The case was brought to the public eye by the Judicial Authentication Center. In an interview with The Sun, the director of the center said, "This is a very special case. It means that the woman had sexual relations with two men and was impregnated by them at the same time." Ms. Zhang also added that the couple will have to sort this out themselves. This case, like I've mentioned several times, is very rare in humans, but often occurs with dogs, cats, and even cattle. I want to hear your thoughts on this story though, so comment down below.
Right? So I want everyone to see that a woman can hold on. Look, this woman slept with the guys days apart from each other. But what you have to realize is she still held on to that DNA. That DNA was still processing throughout her body. That's what women don't understand about themselves. If a woman goes and watch that Telegony video that I made today, and then she go and watch the video that I just put out now, she's still gonna deny it. And you know who's else gonna deny it? All the beta males in the comment section talking about it's not true. It's not true. They have pictures of this. You can, like, if you say, oh, the woman doesn't keep it, it's called Telegony. That's what keeps it. That's the process that it works. These are scientific facts, and I want everyone to really understand that about a woman, the way that her body functions. All right?